so a few things off. As you can see, I made 3 totem bars with the added dominoes. Also, some people have been asking for this. What you only have to do is call for the call of the spirits, call of the ancestors, and call of the elements. You have to set these 3 things in like 3 action bars, and then set the totems which you want, together with the totemic recall after it. So some people have been asking for this, so that you know it. Also, I've keybind the strength of the earth totem, stone cloud totem, and the earthbind totem, so you can adapt on the situations in PvP. Because what I most of the time do for the rotation is I start off with a frost shock to root the enemy. Then I put up my stone cloud totem underway, and before I engage, I put down call of the elements with my strength of the earth totem. So I already have that stone cloud totem buff, which gives you the absorption shield. And for strength of the earth totem, why put this down instead of an earthbind totem? Well, against certain classes you could do an earthbind totem, but I want the extra agility to get off my burst, and when my stone cloud totem buff is away and I find it a hard fight, then most of the time I put down earthbind totem, get away for a few seconds, heal myself up, or maybe root the enemy for like it's an arms warrior, he can charge you. I will root him first with a frost shock before I'll go away to kite. Okay, after I've did my frost shock, put down my stone cloud totem, I ran in, put down my call of the elements. I start off with a storm strike, then an earth shock, then an unleash elements, and then a loveless. Why loveless is last? Because then you already have like your searing totem dot on him, which get consumed by your lava lash to increases your damage. Another thing, use for instant causes chain of lightning, not lightning bolt. Chain of lightning does more damage. Another thing, for instant healing spells, I would say use greater healing, because it does more healing than a healing surge. Though if you go kiting, I would recommend healing surge, because it heals more in a short amount of time, and that's better for kiting. Okay, another thing. If you're playing against like a paladin which has quite a lot of buffs on him, you would like to purge him to get those buffs off of him, to get like less damage or to do more damage on him. So use your purge ability for maybe engaging or during kiting. That would help quite a lot. Okay. Another thing, pop up your feral spirits first before doing an heroism or a bloodlust, because then your wolves also will get that increased damage. Oh, didn't meant to do a greater healing rate. Sorry about that. Because then you do more bursts together with your wolves. Okay. So the rotation is really easily. You could keep on going attacking. It's so damn easy. Keep attacking, keep damaging. You keep going and you never run out of mana. Instead, if you go kiting for healing, you could run out of mana. Then you need to engage again for gaining that mana. So it is really easy to play like an enhancement shaman. It's just the way of adapting on an enemy. That's the thing for an enhancement shaman. The burst is easy like hell. Okay, so adapting for certain classes is something quite a lot different. That's more into the advanced enhancement shaman, so I won't be talking about it. One thing I would recommend as well is for if you're a dwarf, Pop up your stone form together with your domestic rage, because then you cure all the poisons, diseases and bleed effects thanks to your stone form, and you take 40% less damage for 8 seconds. This is really handful for if like an arms warrior pops up his recklessness with Blade Storm. But after those 8 seconds you will also still have 7 seconds in Mystic Rage for the upcoming battle, so that is quite nice. Okay, your wolves. Your feral spirits have 3 abilities. One of them is more of a taunt, the other one is 2 seconds stun, and the other one is increased movement effect, which is like the rocket boots or something from engineering, which also when you activate it gets all slowment effects off of you. This is really great because if you pop up together with your Spirit Walker's Grace, Healing Surge, you could like healing while running away from the enemy, so that's quite great. Also a thing which I would recommend for as an add-on is milk scrolling battle text. That's what you saw besides here. That shows your damaging output, and also from your bulls. Also it says when something is ready, like here Storm Strike, Spirit Walkers. So get that as well, I would say, or try it at least. And for Windshare you want to Windshare certain spells, like great healing spells, fears, hexes, polymorphs and that kind of stuff. But that was more of the basic guide. Before I would leave, Tremor Totem gets all fears off of you. Use this while if you're having a wolf spot. Most of the time a decent arms warrior would fear you together with those wolves. Don't bite the time of that fear. Why? Because then you will lose the healing from your wolves and the damage from your wolves. You don't want to have that, so pop up your Tremor Totem for that. Also for like against warlocks, it is very handy. So that was my guide. Before I forget, Wind Fury, Flame Tongue, use these two. It's very together with the spec though, because it works better, so much better. If you want to slow your enemy, use Urbine Totem or a Frost Shock during that. Because of your revibration, it doesn't really matter if you do less damage while having that slowment effect on the enemy. For other specs I would say, if you're more into survivability or you are going mastery as an enhancement shaman, use your Frostmourne weapon with your Flame Tongue, or at least try it for a bit. It's also a bit more of a choice, but this was my guide. I hope you enjoyed it or find it useful. If not, please tell me what I should change about it, or help me at least. And this was Professor Stein. I hope you have really much use for this. So I would say see you guys.